Hey guys, welcome back to another Brad Tredrick video right here on the Brad Tredrick YouTube channel. And today we're going to be talking about another music review. And today, oh my lord, I'm excited because today it's metal review. And I want to get to do a lot more of these metal reviews because I'm a huge metalhead. I love metal. I'm a metal guy for the most part. But sometimes I tend to get into Nirvana mode and stuff like that, and go into kind of the melodic rock a lot, but metal is where it's at. Metal, I love metal to death. And today we're going to be talking about two bands that are awesome. Hugely fan of, and I need to show my mustache. I'm eating my mustache here, by the way. Uh, but let's get right into it. I'm going to be reviewing today Testament and Crucified Barbara. Yes, the second name is right, but give them a chance. I'm going to talk about them here in a second. But let's get to the big one right off the bat. Testament, an awesome band. If you see the name in the title, that's how they're spelled. Testament is an amazing band, and let me tell you a story about how I came across Testament because it's a pretty awesome story. So Testament, I originally had a tape. That's how I came across them. But Testament was, I came across them on a compilation, I believe, of older metal bands. Oh, I can't talk today. I'm yawning really crazy. But Testament was in a classic. A bunch of older metal bands was on this album, and I was like, man, I never heard of Testament. And I remember getting online back in the day and checking them out online and seeing that they had tons of albums out. That I believe they came out. Let me just look at Testament real quick, just to tell you guys a little bit more about them. And if you guys don't like me doing this, let me know. But I just feel it's a little better. Like, I'll go to Wikipedia and I'll kind of just give you a little bit. What is this? Okay, hold on. It's doing okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go. So I want to tell you how long they've been around, because in my opinion, when I hear Testament, I think of what I would want out of Metallica. Like, it's the Metallica band that we never got. That's, in my opinion, that's what it is. Okay, so that's not what I want to see. I want to see. Okay, so basically, Testament was around in '83, is what it's saying here, but they didn't really get popularity until '87 when they released their first national album. And this is where I see, like, you think about this, '88 is when they really hit it big, because that the New Order, it says, was their big album. It kind of launched them into whatever. Well, it says the Legacy, I guess, says they won. They kind of got in with Metallica. Yeah, it says often compared with fellow Bay Area thrash pioneers, Metallica. But in my opinion, and this is going to make people really, really mad, in that if I had to choose between Testament and Metallica, I might listen to Testament over them, honestly, because I think Testament's music, when I had it, I think I had a cassette of them a while back. Well, I mean, it was a long time ago. It was about 10 years ago. I had a cassette of them. I played it in my car. And I just remember, in like song after song after song after song, thrash metal music was just amazing. It was awesome. Back to back, Metallica, in my opinion, they're not one of those bands that are like that. There are albums out there of them that are really good, and they'll hit them back after back, and they'll be really good. But for the most part, they're like, two songs are good, and they have one that's like blah. then they have another song that's good, and the next song's blah. You know, it's like 3 or 4 songs on the album is just not very good, and they're spaced out in between the albums, so it kind of you get kind of on the album and sometimes turn it off in the middle because you're just not a fan. Testament's not like that. They're really good. They're thrash all the way. They just go all out. Their music is amazing. It's kind of, I think, more of a thrashy Metallica, in my opinion. If I wanted to describe them to anybody, definitely more of a thrashy Metallica, and more of a hardcore vibe than Metallica, in my opinion. And I just think that they're kind of like the better version of Metallica we should have had. Like Metallica never would have took that hiatus, never would have had that Napster thing. That's Testament. And way better, way better. Um, and it's saying something about the singer here, but I don't really care. In my opinion, if a band chooses to get rid of a singer, they get rid of a singer, and they get a new singer, and there's reasons for that. And it's looking like one, two. They've had 2 different singers. They've had 2 different singers besides the one they have now. So, well, I guess it says Chuck Billy is the lead singer's name. And I don't really know. Like, there's a lot of bands. I mean, you could ask me, like, who the lead guitarist on freaking Nirvana is, and I couldn't tell you who it was. I'm just not very good with names like that. I can't tell you names in certain bands. Some bands I know just because I follow them heavily. Like Pantera, I could tell you like all the guys in Pantera for the most part. Um, I know Dimebag Darrell, I know Vinnie Paul, I know Rex Brown, Phil Anselmo. I know them. But if you talk about like Metallica, I probably couldn't even name who. Well, I could probably tell you it was Metallica. But I can't tell you like the history of some bands and things like that because I just don't know. I just listen to music and that's what I'm about. But Testament really really good. Definitely check them out. If you've never heard of Testament at all, you definitely gotta check it out. If you're a fan of Metallica and you like bands like that, you definitely should check out Testament. They're still current today. They still release the albums to this day, I believe. I mean, is there a discography here? Oh yeah, see they just released Brotherhood of the Snake this year, and I'm pretty sure I heard a song by that when I was reviewing them to get ready for this video today. I believe I heard songs off of that. It's amazing. They're still kicking ass after all these years. Um, the next band is Crucified Barbara, and I came across this band um, probably about 3 or 4 months ago. I love female-fronted bands. Let me tell you that I love them. Hold on. Okay, I'm trying. I forgot how to spell. I love. Oh, I found it. I love female-fronted bands, whether they scream, whether they sing, any kind of band like that. I love them to death. They're huge. I love them. But let's talk about Crucified Barbara. So Crucified Barbara is from. Evidently, I didn't know this. They're from Sweden, so that's really cool. And they started in 1998 doing this. They started as a punk rock band, but definitely changed to hard rock. But in my opinion, they're metal. They're kind of that. Yeah, definitely. They kind of if you listen to like people like Wasp and um, I'm trying to think of bands like the classic hair metal, not hair metal, but metal that was out around like Ozzy's time when he was really big in the 80s. That kind of metal where they're kind of like singing and things like that, kind of like early Guns N' Roses. I don't even know how to even describe like what kind of crap that they have. Um, but yeah, Wingy Malmsteen is a good reference to kind of, but it says the person that produced the album. We're talking about that on here. Um, Yeah, very, very pretty girls as well. Like the girls are, I mean, they are. I mean, these people are the women in this band gorgeous. They're very, very pretty. They are, they are so gorgeous. Um, and they've only had 4 albums out. That's crazy. It said they started in 2098. Um, I'm trying to research a little bit. Hold on. But they really didn't reach popularity, it appears, um, until 2010. And it says there was a documentary made. In 2009, but the documentary wasn't released until 2010, so that may have been why they got popular now. Um, but they're on Spotify. You can listen to them on Spotify. You can listen to them on YouTube. Crucified Barbara, really good. Like I said, they're kind of old classic metal hair band kind of music. But if you sat there and you compared them like Judas Priest and things like that, they can hold up with them. They can hold up with them. They're kind of that genre too. It's kind of hard to, like I said, it's kind of hard to pin them to a certain genre. But if you're a fan of like Wasp and bands like that, that's where you're gonna find, you're gonna like them. Like I said, if you're a metal fan and you like the kind of like I don't, they're not progressive either. It's kind of hard to explain. I think you know what I'm talking about if I say Wasp or something like that voice, that voice, Skid Row, like where it's metal but they're singing and there's not really any screaming whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's that kind of metal, and it's really good in the fact that one is females and they're gorgeous as hell if you're watching a music video of them. And they got some hard rock to them as well, like thrown in there. They do reference that they are hard rock. Um, but like I said, I don't consider this hard rock. Um, I would more consider them heavy metal. I guess when I hear the term heavy metal, that's what comes to mind, like that Wasp voice and things like that. I don't think of Testament as heavy metal. I consider them just metal or hard rock metal. Like Testament is truly metal, though. Then without a doubt, they are metal, but they're not like I said, they sound like Metallica. And in my mind, like when I think of heavy metal, I don't think of Metallica as heavy metal. I don't think of Testament as heavy metal. I don't think of Crucified Barbara as well. Yes, I do consider Crucified Barbara heavy metal because when I think of heavy metal, I think of guys like Judas Priest. I think of guys like Wasp. I think of guys like Dio and things like that because that voice, just that certain voice that is used, and it's kind of like a singing voice, not really a yell or a scream or anything like that. And that's what I kind of term with just term metal is where I usually kind of put that in with. I don't really like the category of niches and stuff that people do nowadays. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, I went on way too long with this video. But that's why I like metal. That's why I like talking about metal. And if you like metal, definitely subscribe to this video. I'm going to be loving to do more underground metal acts in the future and to tell you guys more about bands that I love that are no longer around anymore or had like 1 or 2 albums put out that were amazing. Hope you guys like that and hope you'll like them in the future. Like, comment, subscribe, just like you do to all those other people on YouTube here. And keep on rocking. And once again, keep on rocking.